Hello, welcome to my channel Pass and Move. This is the start of season 2 of my Dare to Win save. We're playing with Hereford, and yeah, season 2. We managed to get promoted last season into the Vanarama National. Yeah, quite an exciting end to the season through the playoffs, which we finally won. So yeah, here we are. So this is episode 10 of the save. Finance wise, we're still looking comfy. If you remember, I said at the start of the save, out of the blue, we had a player sale for 600 odd thousand. God knows where that came from. We haven't really spent it, but it has kept us flush, if you see what I mean. Wage budget, got 14 grand on a wage budget. I'm currently only spending 8, and I've done quite a rebuild as well. So yeah, we're ticking along nicely there at the moment. A lot of changes since last season. I'm waiting for this guy to see whether he's going to come and join us. He was joining another club after I'd made the offer, but they've gone. They're having a buyout, so they've got a transfer embargo. So this, I don't know whether this will still go through or not. I've never come across it before, so we'll find out. But transfers out. Got rid of a couple of players. Sam French, a goalie. He decided he wanted to go. I was going to keep him and try and stick with him, but nah, he decided he wanted to go. Visa was our other goalie. He wanted to go because he wasn't going to get a contract. And I've lost a number of players through contracts running out. I had a couple of older players, if you remember, in their late 30s. They were on £600 a week, which was really crippling last season. Well, no, it wasn't, to be fair, but couldn't do anything with them. Couldn't get rid of them. So I had like a huge squad, which I have actually trimmed right down now, although it doesn't look it there. Excuse me. A lot of these are youth players that are in for the pre-season games, so when we sort that out, that'll change. So on the transfers then, transfers in this season, and this is all the ones we've signed this season. We've got Sean Rowley. He's a goalie. I signed him in the last season. He's third choice goalie, so we'll see what happens with there. This is going to be one of my first team goalies. Yeah, Palmy Aaron Bjornsson. I put in a bid for him, and at first he wasn't that interested. Well, I say bid, free transfer. He wasn't that interested. So I then put in, I think it's this guy here, put in a bid for this guy, and they both accepted on the same day. So I sort of, what do I do? So I've got first and second choice goalie now, although one's a star player and one's a first choice goalie. I'm going to have to rotate them around. Harvey Gilmore, attacking midfield left, needed some cover there for players that had left the club. Lewis Richards, defender left. He's not doing very well at the minute. He's dropping down, but I think he should pick back up. They're all youngsters, so you know they got time. This guy, I put an offer in, then decided nah, because I had a number of other transfer options. Every one of them chose a different club, so I was left thinking, what am I going to do? So I've taken a plunge. I don't know why. First time round, he'd signed the contract. We were ready to sign. I just cancelled it right at the end. But then everything else fell through, so I've gone back to this guy. So we will see what happens there. Jeremy McKendy, just brought him, attacking midfield right. I like these stats here. Not so much these stats here. It was a coach recommendation or a scout recommendation. So we'll see what happens. I'm just really intrigued with the pace and what sort of a difference he can make down the right, or even up front for us if need be. And finally, we've got Jean Bellahune, Uan or whatever. Yeah, we'd call him Jean. Defender centre, 6'3", jumping reach 13, heading 14, tackling's okay. Yeah, and we'll see. We had a bit of trouble, so tactic wise, pretty much sticking with the same tactic. Okay. These guys are on loan, which is why my team are looking rather big at the moment. So we've got to make some changes there. Yeah, and see where we. So yeah, this is what the first team's going to look like then. All right, we're going to start today with Jerry in goal. Bjornsson, I'm just going to shorten it to Bjornsson, is going to play every other game. I'm going to try and have to keep them happy because they're both first team keepers. Matty Bowman, Williams, Mohammed, and Bellahoon. Bellahoon's new signing. Okay. He's going to be competing with Woodthorpe for um, defender left. Okay, they're pretty evenly matched players. Woodthorpe's dropped it a little bit, but yeah, he's going to do a job for us, I'm guessing. Mohammed, he's been promoted into centre half. I'm still waiting on the transfer, if you remember. I am looking for another centre half to give us that cover. Then in the midfield, Dibley Diaz was one of the signings that came in on the last day last season. I didn't play him in the final because I didn't think it was right. So yeah, Dibley Diaz makes his start for us today alongside Livermore. You remember he scored that cracking goal in the one game that got us through. So I'm sticking with Aviro and Story out wide at the moment, simply because I don't want to change too much in the starting 11. And McGiff and Holloway up front. I've got Tyrese Onyeka recovering from a gash in the lower leg. Harvey Gilmore, new signing, also picked up a knock. We'll go from there. Jack Holmes is on a month-to-month contract. I'm looking for a versatile replacement for him, but I thought I might as well keep him on I don't envisage him starting much, but he's there for backup if I need him. Yeah, and that's it really. A couple of new signings in amongst this. Kendricks I'm trying to get out on loan. And that leaves Rowley as my third choice goalie, although I don't really expect him to get much playing time now. So yeah, that's it. So this is going to be our first game in the National League. Sorry, I was going to show you this before we did that, before we went into the game. So when I got promoted, I was planning to finish 18th, I think it was. And after the substitutions, the transfers were up to 15th. So fingers crossed we're going to have a good season. The board vision is to avoid relegation from Vanarama, and the supporters is the same, avoid relegation from Vanarama National. All right. The board have declined us going full time, but they can't afford it. Fair enough. They're still refusing to build me new training facilities, which a couple of my players have got promises on for that. If you remember rightly, Onyeka wasn't happy, so I failed it. But I'd given him a 2-year contract. He's agreed to stay as long as we improve the club facilities in the near future. I've got 275 days on that. And my other main boy that was kicking up a stink was Livermore. He wanted to leave. He's on a 12-month contract. He wanted to leave because I didn't upgrade the training facilities, but through pre-season he's changed his mind. Okay, so that's where we're at. So we'll move on through and get this first game underway. No major changes, no real changes in the way we play. It's start of the season. Let's see what happens. And we won't have 13, thank you. We go 23 instead. So as you can see by that, I have cut the numbers drastically. I had like 30 odd players last season. We got 23, which is sort of a workable squad. I expect a couple to go as a few more come in. So yeah, off we go then. First game of the season. Let's hope we carry it on where we did from last season. I'd already signed this guy actually. Wassel, he came up as a player. I've had him in other saves, which he's done okay, but he's a bit slow. So this is our first game. We're underdogs. Let's see what happens. We're away at Torquay, down by the beach in the sunshine, and yeah, here we go. So I'm expecting some good things. I'm expecting these two to kick on this season with Onyeka, get us a fair few goals. I think we've got a more, or will have, once I finish recruiting. I need another centre half. Once we finish recruiting, I'm pretty sure we're going to look good in that department. And yeah, everything else has stayed the same. We're trying to get a strong physical team that likes to play fast attacking football, basically. So, let's see. A lot of changes, and we're no down right from the off. So like I said, I'm expecting the first half of the season to be difficult, to say the least. I am going to ask for another contract. I'm down to a year on my contract, but my stock with the club is high at the moment, if you like. So I think I'll try and get another 2-year and maybe a little bit of a pay rise out of them after this game. See where we go. Sorry, I've had a bit of a chesty cough, and I do apologise. And my skills with editing aren't enough to get everything out at the moment before release. And the Vero hit the crossbar. Oh dear. Good effort though, and I think we were offside on the rebound. Excuse me. So I'm going to just encourage you guys now, 24 minutes in. It's my usual process if we're behind. Is encourage first half once, and yeah, we're struggling, aren't we? The stats aren't looking good. And there you go, 2-0 straight away. This guy, the two goalies, they've made a lot of saves in pre-season, so I'm not overly upset about what's happening at the moment. I knew the first game was going to be difficult. Torquay. And I am, for the first time in this save, I've got confidence in both my keepers, so yeah, looking good. And yeah, they are sticking it to us a little bit here, aren't they? Good passing, good movement. I think that's a cat upstairs, just knocked something off a shelf. Oh, a Vero again, trying to curl that in. Here we go, crossed in. Oh, cleared. Livermore's going to pick this up. Plays it back to Mohammed. Mohammed back to Belouane. And yeah, that brings the first half to a close. We've had a couple of chances, even on the XG, winning the possession, which I expect us to. I'm going to tell them that they do need to pick up second half. That's all nice and green, so I'm not going to put anything else on there, but I am going to demand more. Sort of an hour in. Let's see how we go. And the stats tell me that we're not playing as a team at the moment, but a couple of goals could soon change that. Even one, and they go back post clear. Excuse me, sorry, gents. So yeah, it's not looking good when my new sign is not playing well. We're an hour in now. I'm going to demand more. And after this, then we'll have a look at trying to swap things around a little bit. I've got that pacey guy I want to try out wide. Hopefully we'll get to see what he can do. If anything, it's not really the ideal game to bring even more new players into. Dibley Diaz, he's driving through, passes out wide to Aviro into the middle of McGiff, and saved. He's putting them away last season. So let's have a look and make some changes here. I do want to try this McKendy. He looks such a fast physical player. I'm gonna have to. Do I bring him on up front, or I think I am going to replace McGiff with him and go with that. And on tactics, I'm actually going to hit early crosses, play it in behind, see whether we can use his pace a bit. He's got good stats for this position, so yeah. Let's have a look. Advance forward. What's he like to play? Still learning about these guys. He wants to play winger, but he's going to play forward today for me. Tempted to try, because he's not played very well at all, has he? So let's give this guy a run out. And then I've got Livermore has let me down a bit, so bring Robinson in. Robinson played there a bit for us at the end of last season. So yeah, I don't usually make all three, but we're alright. We're 2-0 down. We haven't got long left to pull it back. I demanded more, so I'm just going to go attacking in the final 10 minutes, 20 minutes, see what happens. And it doesn't look like we're going to get another highlight, does it? So this is going to peter out to a 2-0 loss. First game in the National. Disappointing, but like I said, really to be expected. Dressing room, disappointing. Not a lot to say about that game, really. Steady start. Didn't expect to beat Torquay. I think Torquay are one of the better sides. I'm not sure. I haven't paid a lot of attention to that side of it this close season. It's been solely concentrating on transfers, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, so Miller looking to move on. Player of the week, not really going to be any of ours, is it? So yeah, if we go to Club Vision, I did say that I noticed they were willing to offer me a new contract, so we'll have a quick look, see if that's going to be the case. And Stand to the referee, and I try not to get embroiled in this. Yeah, you go against me now, but that's fine. I just want to hang on and see whether we get the new contract, gents, and see where we go from there. Season ticket sales, we've sold. Yeah, new contract to be offered. There you go. So I'm looking at a new contract. So that's good. So here we go. New contract's been offered. 35k budget, 14k per week, which is what we got. £800 a week contract, which I think is what I'm currently on. Yeah, so we are going to try and squeeze a little bit more out of them for that. Um, Other than that, all of this, at this level, there's not a lot of scope to do a lot. Contract length's 2 years. I'm going to try 900 a week. They're going to push back a bit at that, I expect. Back to 800, so we're kind of 850. And there you go. I'm just going to accept that. So I'm happy. Got a 2-year contract under the belt, so happy days. Okay, so here we are. I've got Onyeka in. It's got to be monitored. He's got to play the first half. Then I'll change it around to McGiff. We're playing Chorley today, by the way. Couple of changes. I moved Belowan into the centre. He didn't play very well at fullback, so I'm out of luck. He wants to play defender centre. I probably bought him to play defender centre actually, so I'm not quite sure how he ended up playing left back. Probably something I tried in pre-season, and yeah, I've changed that back. See what happens now. What other changes? So change of goalies over. So Bjornsson is in goal. Aaron Bjornsson's in goal. Bowman, Williams, Melloween, Bayabu. I'm going to give Bayabu a run in there. I've moved Woodthorpe up now to the bench, and yeah, I've dropped Lloyd off because Lloyd's not really going to feature for us this season. I don't think he hasn't been great in pre-season. He's showing two-star, and he's dropping off at 29 years of age. He's not one for the future, is he? Sticking with Dibley Diaz and Livermore in the midfield. Okay. I have got a couple of offers in for a couple of midfield players for backup, as I'm pretty bare in that area. Aviro and Story out wide. Okay. I'm actually going to make that change. I did drop him out for a reason here. I'm going to put McKendy now in for Miles Story, simply because I think he's going to be a better player. He's got the pace. He's going to get in behind, isn't he? So, I owned an ad where I was going to play him, and yeah, we're going to start him off. He wants to play on the right, so I think we can swap these around. I think Aviro's happier on the left actually, so he wants to play winger support. So we will stick him in as winger support and see what he does. So yeah, that's where we're at there. So that's starting 11. Like I said, I've changed the goalies over. Richards is my backup centre half at the minute. Defender left, centre half. He can do a job in both positions for us, which is what I'm looking for. Yeah, Mohammed's lost out today, I'm afraid, because I need Woodthorpe for cover, or do I? No, I'm not. I'm going to swap back because Mohammed gives me more cover right through the centre. McGiff will come on half time for Onyeka. Robinson's midfield cover. Richards centre half cover. So yeah, that's the team then. So yeah, Onyeka and Holloway up front. And let's see what happens. Hoping for a bit of a response after the failure in the first game. Chorley's 8th after the first game. So I'm expecting to see, well, I was about to say I'm expecting to see a much better performance than there it was. So yeah, let's get the game going and see how we go. Of course, I'm fresh on the back of a new 2-year contract, which should see us stay at the club for the foreseeable future anyway. Don't think anybody's going to be making me any silly offers yet. And we're in the white today, gents, so they've got a free kick early on, edge of the box, crossed over. Good save by the keeper, was that, or did it hit the post? It was a good save. Like I said, I'm confident I've got 2 good keepers. I've just got to see which one's going to perform best for me at this level now. And then make the changes and put up with the fallout accordingly. So McKendy didn't really use his pace there to get to that, did he? Hall. So they're playing it about, they're in the box. Crossed over, that's going to be a goal kick. Okay, so we weathered that little bit of a storm, and here we are on the attack, but not. Yeah, they're passing it around nicely early on. Centre half wins the ball. Dibley Diaz takes it down, flicks it over the top for Livermore. Livermore's through from the midfield there. Not really the player I wanted on the end of that, but He is an advanced playmaker, and he was very advanced there. But I do need to get a couple more points on the board, don't I, to get me out of this before we get embroiled in a relegation scrap this early in the season. I try to avoid being in a bottom three all the time. And I thought he was going to get through on that. But this happens, There's a lot of changes in the team. We always start a little bit slow, Hereford. You've seen last season, hot and cold, more cold than hot usually. And here's a Vero trying to get on that. No, he's missed, didn't bother. Back in, Dibley Diaz down to McKendy. McKendy has a dig from range. Oh, it's a good. Oh, it went wide. I thought the keeper got a hand on that. Sometimes the graphics are a little bit misleading. Looking a little bit more promising now. And I see it rains in the National as well as in the North. So here we go. Amadi plays it out wide to McKendy. Now McKendy drive in behind. That's it. Use your pace. Get behind him. Nice cross in. And then, just over. Looking better. More promising. We're a little bit more threatening today. Stats are showing that we are the better team. So let's just hope we get reward for that. And like I said, 0-0. Coming up to the end of the first half, and it's over the top again. He's backed away from it, didn't he? If he's out his ground there. Bowman to McKendy. McKendy plays it over out wide to Onyeka. Onyeka picks it up. Onyeka drives in, passes it back to Livermore. He can score from here, and that's Onyeka trying to get on. Gets on it a second time, and he's going to be just as good at this level, isn't he, as he was a league down. So Onyeka, on his first appearance of the season, he's only getting 45 minutes, and he's managed to get his goal in the 37th, and that really does swing the game in our direction. Livermore tackled on the edge. Onyeka's on it. First shot was blocked, but he followed it through and chipped it over the keeper. Cracking finish. So good start. Let's hope we can build on this and get the game beyond any doubt. McKendy, Dibley Diaz. I'm liking this McKendy already. Livermore plays it into a Vero. Livermore picks it up again and tries to place one in the corner. Oh, how unlucky was that? God, dear. That was a cracking effort. A second game, we're starting to show more, aren't we? And here we go. We've got it down Bowman, down to Belouane, out to Bayabu. He's going to play that out wide to Aviro. Aviro now takes his man on, driving for the corner. Come on, mate, gets a cross in. Onyeka picks it up. Onyeka plays it across into the middle to Dibley Diaz, and that's 2-0. Dibley Diaz from the midfield surged into the box and slotted it home in the corner after some good play out wide by the new guy, feeding Onyeka, who managed to get the ball in. The new guy fed Aviro, who played the ball into Onyeka. Good movement from Onyeka, and I'm happy with this. Bang. Yeah. They had no chance, did they? So it's looking promising, isn't it? I think we're in for a good season. Once it settles down and we get our final couple of signings in, like I said, I've got a couple more midfield players on the horizon. Although as soon as I put bids in for them, they've been on trial with me for 2 weeks. As soon as I put bids in on them, everybody else has. So we have had a lot of shots. I'm happy with that. We leave it at that for today. Let's get this second half on the go. So I nearly forgot. I know we can monitor him. He's probably all right for an hour. But I don't want to lose him for any length of time, to be honest. So we just make the one change. I know McGiff is a worthy replacement. Livermore down to Bowman. Back to Williams. Williams over the top. Amadi managed to flick it on, but nobody there. So Green clears. And we've got that was offside, wasn't it? I think. It's a cracking finish, but I'm sure he was offside there. Looked offside to me. Nope, it's going to count, I could have swore he was offside. He's making his run. He's offside. He was offside there, ref. Come on. Oh, disappointed. They won't even do the line because they know I'm right. Here we go. Bang. Bang. He's offside. I don't care. He's offside. Yeah, but we do want to do the changes. Livermore off to Williams. Williams starting to play loose balls. I'm going to encourage the team a bit here. Williams wins a header. Livermore down to Dibley Diaz. Dibley Diaz caught on a ball in the middle of the park. And they're breaking down the wing. They're going to get the ball in here. I'm happy with my centre half. So he says, oh dear. You can hold your head in your hand, mate, but disappointed to leave a goal in like that. Oh, how can we lose that? 2-0 up to 2-2, and suddenly the season. Well, today, yeah. That's poor. That's poor. Oh dear. Let's keep an eye on these stats. So Bayabu's struggling a little bit. And yeah, the stats are starting to drop, which suggests we're not playing well. So I'm going to demand more. We need to pick this up, guys. Simple as that. And I'm going to go attacking because I want to win. And yeah, I don't do losses and I don't do draws if I can help it, especially in games we should be winning. And the first half showed we should be winning this. A Livermore out wide to Aviro. Aviro's onto it. He's going to cross that in. Cut out by a defender. Bellowains follows it straight back in. Wilson down to Aviro, and yeah, they give that offside, I bet. That was, and he has. Oh, referee. Yeah, you're close to a burgundy top there, aren't you? Oh, dear. I think those lines are stretched sometimes to suit, but so let's make some changes. 76 minutes in, I'm going to change the centre half here. Although, according to that, they're having a good game. Bayabu isn't, so I'm. Give Lewis Richards a run there and see what he can do. And then I'm going to bring. Aviro's not playing well. Got nobody ever. I thought I had a cover for him. Obviously not. So I'm not going to make a change just for the sake of it. There's nothing there I want to change. I want to take Aviro off, but as I have, McGiff can get out there and do a job for us and Aviro. Oh, it's going to be a muddle around, isn't it? No. Put it back to where we were. Lewis Richards for Bell. I'm just going to have to stick with this, and or do I bring. Yeah, I'm going to stick. I haven't got anybody that's going to play any better than Aviro, so there's no point changing him. And I'm not going to chop and change a team right around and lose our shape. You know, it's 2-2. We're pressing well there, pushing them back. Long ball now. We have to win this, and we're going to Williams down to Bellowain over the top for Amadi. Amadi will win that down to McGiff. McGiff, long range shot. Oh, just wide. So last 10 minutes, guys. Come on, we have shaded. Although it's pretty close, isn't it? Although we've got the better XG, it's a tight game, and maybe 2-2 is going to end up a fair result. Disappointing after being 2-0 up. But yeah, Johnson, Bellowain to Livermore, back to Bellowain. Not sure how you say that. If anybody knows, just let me know in the comments. But at the moment, he's Bellowain. So he's going to pick that up, nods it out to Richards. Richards forward to Dibley Diaz. I thought he was getting that away then. Dibley Diaz switches the play. Amadi down to McGiff. Penalty referee. Thank you. You watch us miss this now. Last kick of the game. Come on, guys. Come on. 3 points. McKendy. New boy. And he's tucked that away nonchalantly, didn't he? Happy with that. 3-2. And let's hope we can hold on to this now. I thought we were comfortable at 2-0. Or straight down the middle. See, I thought that had gone into the corner, but straight down the middle. And that's it. Well deserved 3 points. I think we shaded it. It was a tight game, but I think we deserved the win. And league-wise, that makes a difference. We're mid-table, which is where I'd like to try and stay this season. So yeah, that's today's video finished. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content. Thank you very much.